homeless crisis is leading to a funding fight in LA County. LA County's Homeless Services Authority may be stripped of much of its funding tomorrow. And KCAL political reporter Tom Waite takes a deep dive into what's behind this battle, Tom.
Well, yeah, and this is huge, Pat, because this authority was created 30 years ago, born out of a lawsuit to get the county and the city to get together to create this. But, lately, and over the last few years, it's been really the target, the punching bag for a lot of criticism that they're not doing enough, that they're wasting money. So now it's come to this. So LA County supervisors say a new department controlled directly by the county will ensure more accountability, and they say it will streamline bureaucracy. But some city and county leaders are at odds over this seismic change, and there's concern about creating chaos and instability. LA's ongoing homeless crisis is exposing a rift between the city and county, and it all comes to a head Tuesday when county supervisors will vote on whether to strip the LA County Services Authority, or LAHSA, of hundreds of millions of dollars in funding and create a new county department.
LAHSA was created as a result of a lawsuit between the city and the county some 30 years ago or more. In fact, I was on the city council when this lawsuit took place.
Zev Yaroslavsky served on both the LA City Council and the County Board of Supervisors. He says LAHSA's purpose was to create a joint authority between LA City and county.
The county is the human service provider, mental health, drug rehabilitation, things of that sort. The city has to provide the housing or shelter for these individuals to get them off the street and to get them back to where they can function in society. One without the other is a prescription for failure with a capital F. I hope that they're talking to each other about the new structure.
LAHSA has been under fire for years, accused of mismanagement. Most recently, an audit found the agency could not account for tens of millions of dollars. County supervisors in favor of gutting LAHSA of much of its funding say a new county homeless department will consolidate and streamline services and will add greater accountability. LA City Council member Nithya Raman, who chairs the Housing and Homelessness Committee, says this is a seismic change and she has concerns.
LAHSA has been hard to coordinate with, but in my experience, especially over the last year, we've actually done a lot better at getting the data that we need for accountability from them and are building out a performance management system at the city that has already yielded improvements.
LAHSA has notched some recent victories. Last year's homeless count showed a slight decrease of people living on county streets, and LAHSA says this year's count, which just happened in February, appears to show a 5 to 10% drop in homelessness across the county. Those numbers are not yet final.
But the second piece of the work that they're doing is that they're pulling more than $500 million worth of contracts from LAHSA, the Homeless Services Authority, that we just voted in through Measure A, and pulling it into that new department. I have some questions about this.
So yeah, you might remember Measure A from the last election. Voters approved a new quarter-cent sales tax. It replaces Measure H. The money raised will be used for homeless outreach programs. So a lot to get through here, Pat. We'll see how this plays out, that vote tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't wait to hear what happens. Thank you so much, Tom.